USA. You'll catch him surfing at outside Ventura County line.
What did the ocean say to the shore?
I don't know, Heather. What did the ocean say to the shore?
Nothing. It just waved.
What does Robert H. Smith, director of the Woods Hole Marine Biological Laboratory, want to do? Robert H. Smith believes that by dumping iron into the ocean, we could solve global warming. He found that every unit of iron added increased the phytoplankton by a factor of 10,000. Smith thinks that by increasing the number of phytoplankton found in our oceans, carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere may decrease. He analyzed a 7,000-foot deep Antarctic ice core and found that it supports his idea. But is it really the best option to preserve our planet?
What is phytoplankton?
Phytoplankton is plankton or small microscopic organisms drifting or floating in the sea or fresh water consisting of microscopic plants.
What is iron seeding?
Iron seeding is the act of adding iron to the ocean. It is added to the upper ocean so that it will travel down.
What is global warming? The increase of the Earth's temperature because of greenhouse gases caused by the higher levels of carbon dioxide.
What are greenhouse gases? Greenhouse gases let sunlight to enter Earth's atmosphere freely. When the sunlight hits the surface, infrared radiation, or heat, is reflected back to space. Greenhouse gases absorb the radiation and trap the heat into the atmosphere.
What is the basis of Smith's premise that seeding the ocean with iron would help combat potential greenhouse gases? The basis of Smith's premise that seeding the ocean would help combat potential global warming is that iron increases the amount of phytoplankton found in the ocean. This would cause more photosynthetic reactions to occur, putting more oxygen into the air. Oxygen is not a greenhouse gas and does not absorb infrared radiation. The increase in phytoplankton would cause them to take in more carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, out of the air in order for photosynthesis to occur.
What does Smith's graph show?
As there is more iron, there's less CO2 produced. Also, as you go deeper into the ocean, there's less iron, so there's more CO2.
Where are the Galapagos Islands?
The Galapagos Islands are located on the equator to the west of South America.
What are the environmental differences for marine life? First of all, Antarctica's water is much colder than the Galapagos. Also, the Galapagos Islands have a much bigger food chain, so there are many more animals living there.
How do you think the environmental conditions will affect the seeding project?
Environmental conditions that need to be taken into consideration are the currents off of the Galapagos Islands. The currents can be very strong and may move the iron away from its original position. This would make it harder to record results and make the impacts of iron conceding more uncontrollable. What do we think they should do? We think that the National Science Foundation should not fund the iron seeding project for these reasons.
Reason 1 may lead to the depletion of deep water oxygen. Iron seeding can create anoxic waters, meaning greatly deficient in oxygen or oxygenless. Anoxic waters can cause some fish, shellfish, and invertebrates to die since marine organisms need oxygen to breathe. Low oxygen levels also favor the production of methane and nitrous oxide.
Reason 2 may promote toxic species. Like people, not all phytoplankton are equal. Some phytoplankton can be poisonous. Pseudonecia, a type of phytoplankton, produces toxic dominous acid. Pseudonecia are the domain blooms in iron seeding.
Reason 3 may alter food chain. Adding iron to the ocean will not only affect phytoplankton levels, but also the bacteria that feed on phytoplankton. With the promotion of toxic species discussed before, combined with the lower levels of oxygen, iron seeding can cause significant die-offs in some forms of ocean life. Taking these organisms out of the food chain may have severe effects on the marine life and even land animals.
What do you call a pod of musical whales?
An orchestra.
Stop with the ocean jokes. Oh my goodness. Sure thing.
In conclusion, we believe that the National Science Foundation cannot fund Robert H. Smith's iron seeding project.